Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. First carry for Nick Chubb. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now it's 2nd and 9. To throw, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing, Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Carry now for Kareem Hunt. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 41, Mayfield firing quickly here, and that's complete. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. About to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Play fake, Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Tanner Muse with it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. The bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game in the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game, too, because that's what they're built like. That's what they're built around. So I think the offensive line, the tight end, the wide receivers, everyone is coming together, wanting him to get the ball and get it often, and they want to carve some holes out there for him.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 90 yards rushing for him already. A terrific 1st quarter here to begin the playoffs. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Raheem Mostert, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Titans lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Mayfield on play action. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they're able to get this one across the 35. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Mayfield now. Being chased out left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Mayfield. Dancing to his left. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They hand it off to Mostert. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They go play action with Trubisky. They'll roll him out right. Throw right side, complete to Williams. Now a give to Mostert running right. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
2nd down. Here's Mostert again. They find some open field here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 73 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A big hole right side and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. This one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he stopped immediately there. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's 2nd and 10. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Mayfield to throw it. Steps away to his left. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And finally out of bounds, just inside the 10. A big play that time out of Chubb. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and goal. Mayfield hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they'll have the football but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. On 1st down, Cottrell. Room past the 20. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Titans. for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game.
And the Titans continue to pull away here in this first half.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you're trying to force plays, right? You're trying to get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
Second and 7.
59, Mike to 59. Check, 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 check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
My goodness, 225 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. And this one's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Check 50, check 50.
Here's a handoff to Mostert running left.
First down and a little extra for Mostert. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
They'll run on first down. Cottrell. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown.
Raheem Mostert
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Titans will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Levante David in on the tackle. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Mayfield off the play fake. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that one almost intercepted. Boy, he's got 2 already, nearly a third, but not to be, and it's 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A handoff running left is Mostert. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 123 yards rushing for him now, as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the second round. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Cottrell. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run again with Logan. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. On the handoff, this is Mostert. 1st down and a little extra for Mostert. Touchdown, Titans! Raheem Mostert saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Titans have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read?
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Tanner Muse with it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. So that one will be accepted. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Mostert. Space to run past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Raheem Mostert, 31 yards. And the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. They are most likely staring at a cold end of their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Mayfield looks to throw. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Titans. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. He finds his man, complete. It's Tucker. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And again, it's Chubb. And this Tennessee defense for the 2nd straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Now Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught at the 25. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. And a really unbelievable play there on 4th and long. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Hey. We got three. Three down.
From the 22, Mayfield rolling to his right, and he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go. Check nickel.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
Three down.
Second down, here's Chubb again. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Sliding out of the pocket. Now Mayfield lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
Mike 7. Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Kill. Under 10. 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cottrell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Now Mostert. And he's going to have the 1st down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Mostert. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.